Hello students, welcome to your online classes. Today we will discuss about from chapter 7 history, the Cornwallis Code of 1793 and local administration. As you know that what happened during the urbanization during the colonial period, there were new cities were developed, and to have a better administration in these cities and towns, they have some changes, and these changes were written down in Cornwallis Code. Lord Cornwallis introduced this code and it was known as Code of 1793. What did he do? The main aim was the separation of powers. He separated the revenue administration from the judicial administration. Earlier both were looked after by the same person. So district collector was made in charge of local administration and a new post was created called district judge. He was given the responsibility of taking care of all the judicial things. So earlier the zamindars and the qazis enjoy a lot of act as a local judge. So these were now stopped and they have a different administrative system to have a better control. So district collector was a major important officer at the local level. So this was about the district administration. Now what about the towns level? So municipality in the Act of 26 of 1850, first time municipality was introduced. Municipal government was introduced in the major towns. So this was introduced in 1864 and the municipality was made in charge of public health. Like most of the, what does the municipality do for us? It takes care of the basic amenities, sanitation, health, etc. So this was created in 1864. District magistrate was appointed and he was assisted by commissioners to perform his duties. So as you know that municipality is responsible for making roads, maintenance of roads. So from where do the money is coming from? The money is coming from the revenue which was paid by the people as road taxes, bazaar taxes and tax on ferries. So that was about the municipality. There were more other things also like police reforms. So not only in the administrative system, police reforms were also introduced in 1861 and earlier Thanedari system was replaced in a separate police reform. So a separate police department was formed and it was under Inspector General of Police, and Inspector General Police is assisted by Deputy Inspector General, and again there was Assistant District Superintendent of Police. These were all officers in charge, and there is a subordinate police force that consists of Inspector of Police, Head Constable, Sergeant and the constables, and there is a different separate jail code. Now this was about the police reforms. Now railways, the development of railways is an important part of British rule, colonial rule in India. All credit goes to Lord Dalhousie. Railways was introduced to facilitate internal communication and for the defense of India, because India was a very vast country, and to control it properly, it is needed to have a better communication system. So railway system was introduced in India during the second half of the 19th century. So first railway line in India was introduced in 1853. It was from between Bombay and Thane. So this railway line run between Bombay and Thane. So this is a rare picture of that event which happened on 1853. 3:35 time is also given, 3:35 p.m. The first train to India left from Bombay to Thane. So, and you will see that by 1906, that is between duration of 50 years around, India has developed its railway line very much because nearly 30,000 miles of railway tracks were made during this time, 1854 to 1906. Okay, so the railway network provided a better connectivity. Now we will talk about post and telegraph. You know about post, that is the service letter, we post a letter, post office, you all have known about this. Okay, so this also credit goes to Lord Dalhousie. He Post Office Act was passed in 1854. Upon the appointment of a Director General, and he looked after all the post offices in all the presidencies. Postage stamp were also issued for the first time in India. Postal stamp, there is picture given. You can see price of 4 anna is the price of postal stamp at that time. 2 annas. This is the price of postal stamps which you put on the letter and you send it when you send it. Lord Dalhousie is regarded as the father of electric telegraph in India. The electric telegraph was set up in 1852. Telegraph is a device from where you can send important short messages on a very high speed at that time. Okay, so that's it in this chapter. If you have any problem, you can ask me in the class. Okay, see you in the next video.